Hello, welcome to another Ready Game Roll video. Today we are taking a look at Kill Team Termination, the latest box for, as it says, Warhammer 40,000 Kill Team. I'm going to be up front and say I'm going to get this one done quick as I can because it's fucking hot. So I'm going to get this one finished and uploaded. And then I'm going to have a cold fucking shower. Anyway. This is a cool box. It is quite thick, but it is packed with stuff. So yeah, and the art on the front is cool too. Gonna risk fucking up my shot now by picking up the camera. Yeah, I love that art. That's really cool. So this box contains contains 2 kill teams, as they all do. In this box, you get your Leagues of Votan, Hernkin, Yaegirs, and some Brood Brothers for the Gene Stealer cults, which is very, very cool. It also comes with all your books and cards and stuff that you will need. Yeah. As we spin this boy around, nothing really to show off on the sides. Oh god, I am dripping. I am literally dripping with sweat right now. It is hot in London right now, I can tell you that for one thing. So we take the cover off. We're greeted with this sort of tray sort of thing. Your bases. Those, we get a load of terrain. Well, not a load, but it's quite chunky terrain. I didn't expect it to be this big. I was going to pick up some of my Gallo Dark terrain because I'm kind of intrigued to see if this is the same. This will fit. I think it's slightly taller than the walls for that set are, though, so probably not. And here's your minis that we will look at later. And at the bottom of the box, you have a box containing all the rules and cards and things that you need to play. At the very bottom, you get transfers. 1 transfer for your Leagues of Votan, and weirdly, I know you can't really see that, weirdly, this is an Imperial Guard transfer. This is an Astra Militarum Cadian sheet. I don't know why they did that, because this isn't Cadians. They're not Cadians in this box. Like, the basis for the Brood Brothers is the Cadian shock troop spree, but it's Brood Brothers, not Cadians, which is weird. And it's not even like I can use them because I'm not running a Cadian army. So even though I play Guard, they are still useless to me. So if we move all our cardboard to one side, try not to fuck things up as I move all the plastic, we can take a look at this. There we go. This is our box of goodies to help us play the game. So, start off with, we get a load of stuff actually. So you get your cards for your Stealers. So these are all strategic ploys. Try and keep this in shot, Scott, for Christ's sake. Tactical ploys. Equipment. abilities. So yeah, and affection tack ups. So you get that for the Steelers, as you just saw, and also obviously for your the Hernkin Yaegirs. So try and get that back in. Sleeve. It is nice that they've packed these all in like sleeves. It seems to me like Games Workshop are trying to move away from the plastic packaging, which I think is good. I'm not going to complain about that. Like if they're trying to be more, environmentally conscious, I guess, and I think that's commendable. So you get your data cards for all your units. These are the Brood Brothers on the back. You have your Patriarch. Now let's have a closer look at these. While I try not to sweat too heavily on them, especially the mid ones. So yeah, it's quite a nice set of cards. As ever, quite good quality. Yeah, they're just single-sided, I think, except for this one. Yeah. So the Gene Stealer Colts stuff is quite a bit thicker than the Yaegir stuff, because you get, as part of the kill team for the Brood Brothers, you also get, I think it's called the Brood Coven, which includes stuff like the Patriarch, I can't remember what that. Can you tell I'm not hugely up on my Gene Stealer Colts lore and information and such. I will say, just because I think it's worth pointing out, that might bother some people, these are slightly bent. That's not a huge bother to me. They're going to get used and bent and knackered anyway, so that's fine. You also get, obviously, your instruction book, so that's nice. Interestingly, instead of having everything individually, they give you all the loadouts you can have on one page, which I think is really helpful for planning out, especially for something like Kill Team. You can look at the stuff that you might want. Though, as you can see with the Brood Brothers Kill Team, you only get 10 models for the Brood Brothers. So you are probably going to want to buy an extra box to have every possible loadout. Which, it's a bit of a shame, but I can understand. And then with the Votan Yaegir lads, yeah, similar situation. With that to one side, you also get cardboard. You get a lot of cardboard. You get, Jesus Christ, come on. Is that just, I think that's, yeah, that's just a bit of paper, I think, that's stuck to the cardboard. Anyway, you get a token sheet to correspond to all the different abilities and things that each faction has. It's the Votan stuff for a little quick glance. Yeah, I think that's really nice that they've started doing this for the kill teams. And finally, we have the core book for this set. This box, as you can tell, doesn't come with the core rules for Kill Team. I already have that myself, but that might be worth knowing for someone else. But you know, the core rules aren't too expensive, and the sort of quick start rules are available online for free anyway. So yeah, Kill Team Termination. I'm thinking of doing a separate flip through of this once I've had a look, a read through things. I'll do a separate video on Termination as a book. Yeah, that's it. That's the boring stuff, I guess, out of the way. Let's have a look at what we came here for, shall we? Without spilling everything. So to start off with, you get these plasma generator things. You get 2 of these. These are quite large, chunky plastic. Like I say, 2 of them. So these, I think these are going to be great. They're sort of generic enough to be put on almost any 40k battlefield, which I like. You get a double sprue of your Cadian shock troops, which is nice. As I move things around, you get a upgrade sprue, an upgrade sprue, which is about a quarter of a normal sized sprue, as you can see. That is your upgrade sprue for the Gene Stealer Colts. If I move the sprue out of the way, you can get a better look at this. So I can't turn the torch on because my battery's low. Yeah, I actually quite like a lot of this stuff, because there are a couple bits here that are slightly less gribbly that I think would be useful in a guard army. Yeah. Really nice sprue. I like that a lot. And finally, for the plastic. Nope, not finally. Still got the I think it's called the Brood Coven. Which includes a couple minis that I can't remember the names of. Let's check the box, shall we? It doesn't say. But yeah, it comes with this set, which is quite an amount of money on its own. Like, I've seen some people figure out that a good, like, the Gene Stealer Cult stuff on its own is basically worth the price of this box. So if you can still get your hands on it, try, because if you're a Gene Stealer Cult player, it's going to be very useful to you. Like, chances are, if you're a Gene Stealer Cult player, you already have one of these sprues. But if you're not, again, just, it's worth it. And then you can do the opposite of what I'm doing and try and sell the Votan stuff. However, I'm not a Gene Stealer Cults player. I'm interested in the Votan, which is why I left them for last. And also, they were at the bottom of the pile anyway. Yeah. You get 2.5 sprues of these lads. My brain is cooked. Yeah. Quite happy with this. It all looks relatively simple. Like, it doesn't look any more complex to me than the Hernkin Warriors sprue, which was quite simple anyway. Yeah. That's one sprue that contains one of your special weapons here. Unfortunately, if you want to run these in 40k, you have to choose between the shotguns and the pistols, which I think sucks. Personally, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build them up as a kill team, because I think it looks cooler that way, and then when it comes to the game, I'm just going to decide either shotguns or pistols. And if my opponent can't handle that, then fuck them, basically. I'm just like, that's not the sort of person I want to be playing against. I'm very much here for fun, and if you're gonna go, no, that's not right, that's not how it works, it's like, fuck off, man. Anyway, here's the second sprue, which includes your second special weapon. Just the sniper. My sweaty hair keeps nudging my phone screen. Let's try and zoom in. But yeah, really cool stuff here. Big fan. Looking forward to getting these assembled. Yeah, that sniper rifle's cool. I think it's a Magna coil rifle, so I'm assuming that's in a similar sort, like the workings of that are similar to the bigger Magna rail rifle that the Votans had basically since since their inception, basically. Yeah. Just checking that there's nothing else. There appears not to be. So yeah, I'm just gonna put that there while I sign off. So yeah, that was Kill Team Termination. Big fan of this box. It's a really good box. I'm looking forward to reading through the Termination rules, and more importantly for me, the fluff, because, well, naturally Votan are quite a young faction in the age of the game, so it's interesting. It will be interesting to get a little bit more lore on the Votan and some lore on a brand new unit. Hopefully there's more than this to come in the future when Votan get their codex. I hope later this year. Otherwise, who knows. Anyway, that's it for me. I'm so hot and sweaty. It sucks to exist right now. So as I mentioned at the start of this, I'm going to have a cold fucking shower. Thanks for watching. If you're in the UK right now, please stay hydrated. Take care of yourselves.